There are stories about Bruce Lee that became legend. And then there are stories that were never meant to be told. This one begins deep inside an uncharted jungle, far from movie sets, crowds, or bright lights. Bruce Lee had gone there seeking something only nature could give: silence, raw challenge, and an environment where every movement had consequences. A training unlike anything before. Bruce believed that true mastery came from confronting the unknown. So he trained where humans were no longer in control, where instinct ruled, where strength alone meant nothing, and where awareness was survival. For days he practiced. Balancing on wet branches. Moving like shadow through thick undergrowth. Reacting to the sound of snapping twigs and shifting leaves. Sharpening his senses to detect danger before it appeared. He wasn't there to fight. He was there to evolve. The encounter. One evening, as the heat began to fade and the jungle turned red with sunset, Bruce stopped his training near a stream. The air was quiet, too quiet. Then he felt it. Not heard. Felt. A presence. A predatory intent. Slowly, from the thick brush, golden eyes appeared. A large jungle cat, a predator known for silent kills, had been watching him. Studying him. Waiting. Most people would freeze. Some would run. But Bruce Lee did neither. No fear, only awareness. Bruce lowered his breath. He centered himself. Not a single tremor in his body. He understood something vital. Fear feeds predators. Calm confuses them. The cat stepped closer, its shoulder muscles rolling, its growl low and deep. Bruce shifted into a stance, not one from a film, not even from Jeet Kune Do, but something instinctive, a fusion of every art he had ever learned. He didn't threaten. He didn't challenge. He simply became still power. The predator lunged, fast, explosive, a blur of fur and claws. The moment of truth. Bruce moved at the last possible instant, like lightning cracking through the air. A pivot. A sidestep. A palm strike toward the jaw, not to harm, but to redirect. Then a shout, a lightning-fast burst of energy that startled the animal's senses. The cat skidded, regained balance, and backed away. It had expected prey. It found a force it had never encountered. Bruce didn't pursue. He simply held his ground, eyes calm, breath slow. The predator studied him for one long moment. Then disappeared back into the brush, defeated not by violence, but by presence. The lesson that stayed with him. Bruce Lee knew the jungle taught him something that day. Strength alone is nothing. Skill alone is nothing. The true warrior conquers fear, not the opponent. And on that day, in the heart of the wild, Bruce Lee faced a predator, and won without throwing a single damaging strike. Because the greatest victory is the one achieved with control, clarity, and fearlessness. If you want, I can also write the YouTube description, thumbnail text, or SEO tags for this story.